Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We are here with Alliance War Season 31, Number 6, and ISO8A has matched TCN, or Toxic Nullified. They're well known to be one of the top whale alliances. They are very high in prestige. They have a lot of rank 4s on defense as well as on offense, so we know that it would be a tough war. They actually have been getting docked a lot. They've been docked, I believe, 3 of the last 5 seasons. I'm not 100% sure about that stat, though. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But they definitely got docked last season. But every season they don't get docked. I believe they're in Masters usually. So we know it's going to be a tough war. We actually have the team today of Corvus, Proxima, and White Magneto. Which is going to be a fun team because I'm actually taking the boss. We have a Green Goblin boss at the end of this war, who is by far the most common boss that we see. It's him and Mojo, but usually it's Green Goblin. And I went with the attack, the power down thing, even though it doesn't affect Corvus. I just always apply it to my fights because it's like second nature. But we are on Path 3, Section 1, over to Path 7, Section 2. We have a total of 7 fights today, which is going to be really cool. It's the most I've had here. And it's also the first boss that I've taken since Season 28. So, last season I was with Rhea, which was Season 30, REA. And Seasons 29 and 28, I was with ASR. And I didn't take a boss there either. So this is actually my first boss since the previous season, Season 28, when I was with D69. So that's cool. And this is going to be our first Corvus charge, although I do end up taking a mutant later, and actually this fight ends up not mattering at all because it doesn't actually influence how the other fight goes, and you'll see why later. But this is pretty much just a shock node, so it's a really easy node for Corvus because obviously he heals from shock. You're able to land that 1 parry guaranteed off the start of the fight because magnetism has not yet applied. But White Magneto's reduction is actually much less than Red Magneto's. So I'll be failing it less often, so I will be getting openings, or I can just wait and bait out heavies. But I settled on using an invulnerability boost here and just blocking special ones, just because I'm not really worried about the block damage at all. Like here, he's dead. 30 seconds in. And we get our first Corvus charge, so we're at 1 charge. And we're going to carry that invulnerability boost over to our next fight, which is going to be this Terrax. This is pretty much just a forgettable node. There's not really anything difficult here. To be honest, I kind of forgot what it was. It's just Power Focus 2 and Hurt Locker. Yeah, this is a nothing node. The only real risk when fighting Terrax is he is extremely heavy happy. He loves to just spam that heavy attack, and he throws it fast. And if you do not react in time, you will take a lot of damage and maybe die. So I put the invulnerability boost mostly for this fight because I was not worried about the first fight as much, but it carries over perfect. Works out perfectly. And here he throws his L2 and I dex it. I'm very familiar with it, and we reparry. I was actually we reparry there, and take him down with an L2. So very fast fight. And at this point, there was 18 hours left in the war, I believe. Yeah, 17 and a half. I'm going to move up to Man-Thing just to share energy because I don't actually need any energy until the following morning. But here we go. We're going to skip ahead to just over 5 hours left in the war. So I woke up, and when I woke up, there was still 1 mini-boss up that was not mine. So I needed someone to take down the Power Gain mini-boss. They took it down, and then I took it like 30 minutes after I woke up. So I was still in bed at this point, actually. But we're going to use our big boy boost here. I actually used a 15% instead of a 20% attack. That ends up not mattering, but it could have, and I probably should have used the 20% because there's not really a better chance to use it. But here we go with the Cosmic Boost, the big boy Cosmic Boost. Also, I used a 30% green and a 25% attack, so I'm really being careful. We use the 33% Special 3 Defense Boost, mostly for this fight, and I am throwing on Invulnerability anyways, but this is going to be Domino on Spite and Rise to Power, and because Corvus has a charge and because he has his his actually, yeah, because he's a charge, I always have a buff. So she's always going to be gaining power. Now, this is actually not the fight that I was planning to get my evade charge from. I knew it was a pretty low chance that she would evade. But I tried. I really tried to get the evade out of her. I did full combos into her the whole time she was evading. And then here, for some reason, she just never threw the L3? I don't know. She had a few chances. She never threw it. It wouldn't have mattered because I had a invulnerability boost. Plus, even if I took a full combo, I had a special 3 defense boost, so that L3 wouldn't have killed me. Yeah, we have Hitmonkey here. This is the fight I was planning to get my evade charge from. So the plan here was parry heavy, parry, wait a little bit until the stun's like half over, and then hit him to try to force an evade at the end of the combo or in the middle of the combo. And I did use a white mags here just because I didn't really want to worry about the shrug off. It was between this and the Domino fight because I had one that I didn't need on the boss island, and I chose to use it here just for safety. And I got him to evade. He evaded literally the first attack he could when he was not stunned. And then I knocked him down, getting our second charge. So here I'm just going to bait an L1. I could have just parried and gone in for an L1, and the combo probably would have killed him. I wouldn't even have needed the L1, but it doesn't matter. Actually, as you can see there, the combo would have killed him, but I was just playing it super safe. And before I did these fights, I actually put a note in the BG chat, which is something I learned from Lizer, so thank you for that, Lizer. And that's just going to be a little reminder for me because I have to put recoil at 3 out of 3 for the mini boss island. And our first fight here is going to be Peni Parker on the Stunning Reflection mini boss. This is a pretty easy fight with Corvus because you can remove the auto block by hitting into the block, and obviously with class advantage and 2 charges you just deal absolutely massive damage with Corvus, so I was not worried about my charges running out. My invulnerability boost from my past 2 fights actually got carried over to this one, which is awesome. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to get openings. Unfortunately, I got caught in a dash back there, but I'm just going to remove the auto block. She didn't have any charges, so I technically didn't have to remove it there. But 3 hits did 16% of her health. I am at 6 hits in the fight, and she is at 60% health. Scratch that 55% health. So yeah, obviously she's going down very fast. I'm very boosted with class advantage and one of the hardest hitting champions. I get auto block there, but obviously you can't get stunned because I have the true strike. And then there I get caught in another dash back. So we get hit again. And those 2 hits there were the only hits that I take in this war. Well, like technically there was 5, but 3 got canceled out with the invulnerability. But this is the only fight I take hits in, at least. So yeah, there we go. 16 hits to take her down, and we've gotten our tech charge, which is awesome. Now for these last 2 fights, which is Killmonger on Brute Force, Limber, Spry, plus increased ability accuracy and power gain on evade and auto block. We put a white mags free fight on here to bypass Limber, because obviously Corvus is a metal champion. And I'm actually going to use a special 1 boost that's going to carry me from this fight over to the boss fight, which is awesome. So I healed up, and I'm going to heal up once again after this fight's done, but just being super safe. We're going to throw on our special 1 boost and go in here. This is a pretty simple fight. Now, I was aware that throwing my L2 would push me to an L3, so I wouldn't be able to kill him after that, but I thought he would be close enough to death that I could just combo him and he would die after that. So I am going for 5-hit combos this fight, just because I'm really not worried about it. So there we get to our L2, and as I thought, gets us straight to our L3. And we're just going to kill him with a combo here. Actually, because of the willpower healing from armor breaks, he's going to survive at 1%. Then we'll take him down, and yeah, pretty nice fight. The only thing I could have done a little better at the start of the fight, because I didn't parry and he had no power, I could have actually hit him with a combo, and while it would have triggered reverb, he would have reflected 0 damage. So that was a small mistake, but it literally lost me like 2 seconds on the fight, so I'm not worried about that. Here we just heal up again just to be super safe, and we go in against this Green Goblin boss. Now, Green Goblin is one of the most common bosses right now. I'd say it's him or Mojo that is pretty much it, although Ebony Maw is a close third. And there are two things that make Green Goblin annoying as a boss. Obviously, there's high ground. I'm not counting that. But there are two abilities. One is the Tech Collar Mastery, which at level 5 reduces the power gain from all sources, including combat power rate, by 18%. Again, or for tech opponents, for tech defenders opponents, regardless of class, from class advantage or not. So there's that. So I'm going to be gaining less power, assuming the guy's running it. And then there's also the Cunning, which is going to reduce my power gain, again, from all sources. But yeah, we throw that L2, does massive damage. And actually, I meant to throw a special 2 on the second one there, but I ended up only getting to a special 1 because of Tech Collar and the Cunning effect. So yeah, didn't matter though, because I just took a little block damage, get him to not throw the special 2, and we take him down. So very, very nice fight. Just gonna pause it right here so we can look at the score. This was the score when I tried to record this for the first time. This is actually my third attempt. The first time, my face cam went crazy. The second time, I removed my face cam and the gameplay was all blurry, although the audio was somehow fine. And this attempt is hopefully the attempt that'll work. But this was what the score was before my first attempt. The current score right now is 143 attacker kills to 139 attacker kills, and the score is not 5-2. It's actually 5-4. So, and we are way, way ahead on fight duration. We're gonna win by like 2,000 seconds. So if they die one more time and we don't die again, we win this war. So it is super close, super, super close, and I have no idea. Maybe by the time I'm done recording this, like it's been 15 minutes since I checked, maybe they've died, and maybe we've won the war. I don't know yet. But as of right now, I don't know enough to say who won this war. It's honestly, it's 50-50 right now. War record this season is 3-2 if we lose, 4-1 if we win this war. Our death total is still at 0, and my PSR this season is at 24 out of 24, as I had 7 fights this war. Very nice. And my deathless streak is up to 53. And this war also this war is 1 season since I've died. So my last death was Alliance War Season 30, number 6. So it is, marks is the word I was looking for. This war marks 1 season since I've last died. So I've been doing much better since I died last season, and I had a bad season. But going to be better this season. Already gone through the first half without dying, so that's great. Although I'm not going to jinx myself. And that's actually going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully we win this war. I really hope we win this war, because the alliance in second place, the Asian alliance, I believe they're Chinese alliance, they lost their war. So we will pass them if we win. And Kenobi, who is currently in first place, I actually don't know if they won the war, but if they lost the war, we will pass them as well, because we have a better attack bonus score. So yeah, that's actually going to be all. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.